I'm always usually doing videos for everyone else, but let me do a video for me for once. I think it's great to help others and be kind, but you've also sometimes you've got to treat yourself. But of course, in sharing this will inspire so many people because there's so much wisdom and life experience and tools that you can take into your life, which is brilliant. So we can all get help from this. So about 13 months ago, before we went into COVID-19 lockdown, I, I don't know where it came from, but I really wanted to improve the quality of my videos. Now, a lot of people have said to me, oh, you don't need to do that. You know, your videos are brilliant. They're very inspirational. I get a lot of confidence and I'm a big fan and I really appreciate that. But I've learned in life, sometimes that's just not good enough. You know, when you've got a drive and when you want to do something and you feel really right about it, it doesn't really matter what other people say, whether it's friends, sometimes even family or fans. You know, you've got to do what you feel is right. And I think there's a lot of lessons in this. So to begin with, and I'm really thankful for this, when I first started out on YouTube, I didn't have any idea about filmmaking. I didn't really have any interest in it, to be honest. All I knew was that, you know, to put a camera on, you press a button and you press record. Everyone knows that. So obviously I always had filmmakers and cameramen filming me, right? And most of the times I paid them, right? And all I had to worry about was getting in front of the camera and teaching and doing my job and sharing the lesson or having some entertainment. And I loved that and enjoyed that at that time. But as time went on, my feelings changed. Like, I didn't want to have to rely on a cameraman to film me, or, you know, I didn't want to have that attitude that, well, I'm not skilled at that. He's an expert in what he does. I'm an expert in what I do. I was like, no, I want to learn this. I want to do this. I want to improve my own videos. I want to buy a new camera. I want to learn to operate it. You know, I want to improve my audio. I want to improve the whole production of my videos. I want people to come on and not only get great information, which I always try my best to do, I want them to actually, you know, appreciate, or even if they don't, this is for me as well. I want my video quality to look better than it was looking, because yeah, sometimes it looked great because cameramen were using great cameras and they were very skilled, and I appreciate that. But some of the videos I did on my phone, some of you complained, and I'm glad that you did. It was great constructive criticism. So a mixture of opinions. Some of you said, oh, it's brilliant, don't change anything, you don't need to, your stuff's great, it's fine. Some of you said, oh, the audio's not good, or the production's not good, you should improve that. So, you know, you always get different opinions, but I went with what I felt was right, regardless of what anybody else thought. And it's become a passion of mine now. I never thought I'd fall in love with this. I bought a new camera, I bought a new audio, I bought a new lens, I bought new lighting, and I'm going to continue and see where this journey takes me, because for me, I think it will inspire people more, and I think people are not always aware of it, but when there's better quality, when the video quality is better, I think people stay on the video, they take in more. Now, that's not to say that you can't be successful. I'm not saying that somebody's got to get perfect lighting and audio in order to put a video out on the internet. No, there's different times, there's different reasons. So sometimes you just want to get your phone and you can do that. And I've done viral videos doing that, brilliant. But that didn't make me happy no more. I want to spend hours and hours in front of the camera, perfecting my voice, getting the lighting right. A lot of other people on YouTube really inspired me. I was like, do you know what? You know, they're brilliant. Their video quality looks way better than mine and most. And that's because they put a lot of more time and effort into getting the production side better. And I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to grow in this area, and it's been so rewarding. So that's kind of been, you know, a lot of you have been wondering what I've been doing. For the most part, that's what I've been doing. I've kind of, like, obviously throughout the lockdown, there's periods where I have socialised and I'm always close to my family, I've seen friends, but I've really isolated myself because I just wanted no distractions. I want to see where this takes me, and I've set myself goals, and I'm already achieving those goals and improving, and there's things I've got to keep getting better at, but I'm pleased about that. So that's how I feel about it. And, you know, that's sometimes where it's dangerous that people tell you what you want to hear. When you've got a fan base, it's very easy to think that, oh, I don't need to improve, but we never stop improving and learning. So that's been my reasons, and it's been incredible. Any of you, obviously, some of you out there you're experts, you know about filming and lighting, but I've learned about how to get the aperture, the shutter speed, the ISO, the free balance, the triangle, with how to let in enough light so you don't overexpose the videos, and also so you're not underexposing the videos, which basically means your videos are not too bright or your videos are not too dark. And there's a set balance on the camera, there's a line, and if you get it in the middle, then you've got the correct exposure. So I've loved all this, and years ago I had no interest, and obviously I don't regret that. That's just how life goes. You go through phases, and back then, if I would have got into that side, I probably wouldn't have excelled in coaching and helping people to overcome social anxiety and build their confidence. So it's a new chapter for me, and I think it benefits everyone. Wouldn't most of you want to come on and you're going to get better audio? Some of you might not care, you just want the information, and I'm fine with that. It doesn't really affect me. But for me personally, I like to be my own critic, and I take pride in my work. I want it to be professional and represent me, at least how I'm feeling at that time. So I'm just going to keep stepping up and buying the equipment and learning. And it's been great being a beginner and saying, look, I don't know, I want to learn, and learning from the experts, the filmmakers. I think it's been a kind of like a hidden childhood passion. So the lesson is, it is good sometimes to ask people for their opinions and get feedback, but at the end of the day, nobody can live from you. You got to do what you think's right for you, regardless of, as I said, if I listen to all of you, half of you are telling me not to change anything, just continue, which is your opinion, fine. Another half of you are telling me to make the changes. So I had to go with what I think's right, regardless of whether the videos still help people to be successful, which is great, and I want them to do that. So for me, I've always had a creative side. As a kid, I loved art, I love films, I like the visual side, I like lighting, so it hasn't been an inconvenience to me. This is something that I've loved doing, and it's actually given me more confidence and more passion to help all of you to build more of your confidence. So I don't know, that's how I felt. I don't usually do videos and just talk about my own private life. It's always usually in the context of helping all of you to get past your fears. But I'm sure you got a lot from this, from some of the things that I said. It probably applied to things that you want to do. And if you do feel that way, let me know in the box below. But yeah, it's a challenge, but it is good. I mean, today I feel tired because this is like my 10th take, because I want to get the audio to a certain quality, and I've honestly got to say I've enjoyed taking a constructive, critical look at my myself and my work, and I no longer want to hide in past successes or just because everyone says it's great. Because sometimes people tell you what you want to hear. They don't always say the truth, right? Again, it's human. I understand that, but it's been great. I'm enjoying it, and we're going to see where it's going to go. And if any of you wanted to do that, I encourage you to follow your dreams and do that. And it's basically about any area of your life that you want to step up and improve in. And I think we've all got areas in our life, and even when you're succeeding and doing well, you can always improve and make it better. None of us know everything. So this is this is one of the things that came out of obviously the unfortunate lockdown, but it's like a lot of people, I find positives in the negative. And it's been great, a bit like doing a separate boxing channel, which is taken off, and I didn't even care or expect us to do it as a bit of fun, as a hobby, because I like talking about boxing. I'm a fan, and it's getting, the views are getting more views on that channel than this channel, but there you go. So that's been me anyway. How have all of you been? What have you been up to? Any new discoveries throughout the whole lockdown? Any new skills? Any new positive breakthroughs? Of course, we all have our challenges, but you just got to keep going. So yeah, hopefully people will appreciate the extra effort I've gone to. But if they don't, then life goes on for me. I'm doing what I love. So yeah, become fearless, live your dreams.